So I've been in Orlando for about 21 years now, and I've seen all kinds of highs and lows. I moved here specifically to open a restaurant myself, and I wound up in real estate, so how about that? But I rode some of the waves. The restaurant business was taking a dive, real estate was taking a dive, and that's when I found it. It was at the lowest point, but it was on the rebound, and I kind of saw that coming, so it was a better fit for my family. But Orlando has been through it all, right? But we're on such a growth path for the past several years with the COVID effect really taking or aim at Florida in general, because we were open all the time, it worked for everybody, and now we're still riding that wave. And I just want to put some predictions out there for 2026, what's going to happen in the City Beautiful. So here's my highlights.
Why Orlando isn't slowing down. Let's start here. People keep asking me, is Orlando finally cooling off? Are prices dropping? Are people leaving? And every time I tell them the same thing, you're asking the wrong question. Orlando isn't slowing down. Orlando is changing shape. The last decade transformed this city from a tourism-centered economy into something much more balanced. We now have a booming tech corridor, Medical City completely reshaping the southeast side, Lake Nona becoming a national test market for innovation, large corporations relocating talent here, and yes, the tourism machine doubling down rather than shrinking. And here's the truth most people miss. Population growth is the #1 predictor of long-term home value. Florida is still the #1 inbound state in America, and Orlando is consistently one of the top metro areas people actually move to, not just visit. So when you look at 2026, the big story isn't prices skyrocket or prices crash. The big story is Orlando is entering its adult era. More neighborhoods, more infrastructure, more master planned communities, more long-term residents instead of transients, more employers offering higher paying jobs. That's what sets the stage for everything else I'm about to talk about. Where the growth is actually headed. Everyone likes predictions, but here are the ones that actually matter. 1. The Southeast Corridor will explode even further. Lake Nona, Sunbridge, Narcoossee, and the entire zone stretching towards St. Cloud is about to look completely different by 2026. Think tens of thousands of new rooftops, a new wave of commercial space, walkable town center style development, the expansion of Medical City bringing in high income jobs, infrastructure upgrades that have been long overdue. If you want to see what Orlando will look like in 10 years, just watch Lake Nona. It's the blueprint. 2. The west side becomes the new hot side. Horizon West already kicked the door open. Now you've got wellness-focused communities, food halls, micro downtown districts, new schools popping up like clockwork. By 2026, the Winter Garden Clermont corridor will be one of the strongest suburban belts in the entire state. People want space, they want trails, they want golf carts, they want that lifestyle where you can grab dinner, catch a sunset, and not sit on I-4 for 48 minutes to do it. 3. Downtown Orlando's rebuild era begins. This one is bold, but here's my take. By 2026, downtown is going to start reinventing itself into a more livable, residential-first district, not just bars and offices. Expect more mixed-use development, more residential towers, more public space investment, a push towards safety, transit, and everyday walkability. We're still early, but the writing is on the wall. Downtown has to evolve, and it's finally happening. The housing market, what buyers and sellers should really expect. Okay, let's talk about the thing everybody clicks for: home prices, inventory, rates, timing. Here's my grounded, real-world prediction for 2026. 1. Prices won't crash, not even close. Why? Because Orlando still has high demand, low buildable land, incoming corporations, and an affordability advantage compared to other metros. Even if interest rates shift, the underlying fundamentals keep prices steady or gently rising. Nothing explosive, nothing catastrophic, slow and steady. New construction will be king. Builders have land, incentives, and speed. And buyers have gotten more educated about lower insurance premiums, better energy efficiency, lower maintenance, builder incentives that outperform resale negotiations. By 2026, new construction is going to take an even larger share of the Orlando market. If you're buying, especially as a first-timer, ignoring new builds is like ignoring coupons at Publix. Why would you? Multi-generational living is not a trend, it's the future. This is huge. The cost of everything, care, childcare, housing, keeps going up. So more families want next-gen suites, detached casitas, garage apartments, 2 homes under 1 roof floor plans. Communities built around multi-gen living are going to dominate the next 5 years. Some builders are already ahead of the game, many are catching up. By 2026, if a builder doesn't have multi-gen options, they'll be behind the curve. Lifestyle shifts that will reshape Orlando. Let's get away from housing for a minute and talk about the human side, how people actually live here. Remote work will quietly keep Orlando growing. People realize something. If you can work from anywhere, Orlando gives you sunshine, lower taxes, easy flights, great food, recreation everywhere, school options for every philosophy. By 2026, remote workers will make up a massive part of our inbound buyers. Also, theme parks aren't slowing down. They're reinventing Universal Epic Universe alone will shift traffic patterns, job creation, and where people choose to live. Expect new hotels, new restaurants, better roads, a new energy around International Drive. Disney is following suit with expansions of their own. Love theme parks or not, their investment tells you this: companies don't bet billions on a city unless they know the future is bright. Orlando's food scene will keep shocking people. As a former restaurant guy myself, this one makes me happy. We're seeing chef-driven concepts, cocktail lounges, cafes with actual personality, cultural food districts breaking through. Mark my words, by 2026, the Orlando has no good food stereotype will be dead, buried, gone. What this means, if you plan to move, buy, or sell in 2026. You're probably watching this because you're trying to time something. A home purchase, a downsize, an upgrade, a relocation to Florida, or you're trying to make sense of this market. So here's the advice I give my own friends. If you're buying, 2026 will not be cheaper than 2025, but it will be smarter. More options, more incentives, more communities that truly fit how people live today. If you're selling, focus on presentation and timing. Buyers are picky now. They're educated. They scroll Zillow like TikTok. They want move-in ready, they want lifestyle, they want value. A well-prepared home will still fly. A neglected one, not so much. If you're relocating, pick your lifestyle first, then pick your neighborhood, then worry about the house. Most people do that backwards. I've been here for 21 years. I've watched this city transform itself not once, not twice, but over and over again. And here's the pattern I've learned. Whenever people doubt Orlando, whenever they assume it's peak, whenever they think the boom is over, Orlando surprises them. 2026 is going to be another one of those moments. We're not just growing, we're maturing, we're leveling up. We're becoming the kind of city people come to on purpose, not by accident. So stick around, follow along, because the next 2 years, they're going to be wild in the best way.
And all this information is on the house.